All right, we live.
Right. Who is that? Is that Gunna?
What is this filter?
No, that's T.I. This nigga.
We're multitasking today, everybody. We working today, boy. I'm over here. I'm editing, but I'm also I'm going to be a part as much as possible. So we out here doing it.
For sure, man. Let me change the things that we end up this podcast. Lounge Syndicate. Yeah, Sean Man shoot just like that. In the Sounds Lounge Syndicate. Oh man, I had a dream, man. That Seth Rollins cashed in on Tozawa. Crazy.
wait. Huh. Wait, what belt is Tozawa gonna have?
Man, I had a dream.
24/7 title.
He was
on a 24/7 title.
He's a WWE champion, man. It was crazy. Shout out to my non-black man Tozawa, man.
Hey, if when Tozawa wins a championship worthy of cash, then I'm not gonna lie to you. We gotta switch program.
Don't think he ever will, man. My boy he'll win that E-ball championship. Hey, I did watch some old Tozawa stuff. Tozawa indeed was tough. It honestly sucks that they got rid of a cruiserweight show like 205 Live. It definitely needs to. That's
205 Live suck though. That's the problem.
The show itself. So the show itself sucked, but like the talent was good.
Yeah, it just wasn't booked very well.
Okay. You said wait. You said what?
He used to be fat. That's crazy because
I said the 24/7.
Wait, Swizz. You said he would win what belt?
The Cruiserweight Championship.
No. Before that.
Oh, I said the E-Ball Championship. Hey, I bang with the Vanity Project though. I like them buzz.
That belt looks so bad.
No, it's off. It's a bad belt.
Bro, I got to, but it was dope though. It was dope seeing it in person. I'm not gonna lie.
When'd you see it?
I took that picture.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I took that picture.
The belt, like I knew that somebody in the Vanity Project was going to win that belt because those are 100% Shawn Michaels. Like I said, I know for a fact Shawn Michaels came up with this group name, and that's his group. Like everybody in the Vanity Project is that's Shawn Michaels people, bro. You can tell that group just screams Shawn Michaels. What's his name? Brad Baylor. He wants to be Shawn Michaels. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just happy when they announced the Evolve belt. I was just rooting for Jackson Drake, Shawn Legacy, or Cappuccino Jones because I knew if either three of them win it, I was gonna be able to see it. So
and I think if it wasn't for Keanu Carver being there,
not the Fed.
Y'all know who that is?
Are you okay?
You know who that is?
All right.
Okay. We're gonna pray for you.
Shout out to Carlos Barker, bro.
Welcome back to another episode of the Lounge Syndicate. I'm your host, the Lounge Visionary himself. Also the Lounge World Heavyweight Champion, professional hater. I'm your host, Mr. J. You know what I'm saying? And we back, baby. Joining us like always, my very insightful co-host. I'll let him do his own intro. I'm not doing no glazing this week.
I am the face that runs the place, and I don't need any glazing this week because I glaze myself every time we do these shows anyway. So with that being said, I am going to get my shout-outs out the way because I do that at the beginning always. Don't know why. I've been doing it since episode 1. If you've been here, you know that. I am the face that runs the place. I am a pro wrestling photographer. If you've seen any pro wrestling photography within the past 3 years, you probably have seen my work. Let's get it. Follow me on right there at Collab PW interface. You guys know it.
And joining us like always, Mr. Swizz. Talk to him.
Shoot, man, you feel me? It's the one and only. You feel me? Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestling reactor. You feel me? So what's in? You know what I'm saying? And the Universal Champion, unlike that little peon, weak, ugly, dusty, rusty, unshined belt that we see over at the top. You feel me? Buddy top right looking fried as hell. You just
Hey,
that, but
Hendrix, your left turn signal, ass. I know you ain't talking. Piece of fuck. I'm about to get on. Hold on, bro. I ain't talked to nobody in a minute. AirPod earmuffs looking ass, boy. I told you gotta stop. Now, I do this joking thing now.
Hey,
yo,
I does this.
yo, man.
Continue
Yeah,
though, Swizz. I'm sorry.
You feel me, man?
Rudely interrupted.
Again, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I guess, he did the intro. I guess I did the help with the end of it. You feel me? You are tuned in to the best wrestling pod in the world. You feel me? The one and only, the Lounge Syndicate. We missing somebody today. I'm gonna call him out. You know what I'm saying? He overslept. So hopefully he don't do it again. So yeah, you don't sleep on the job. You feel me? Time is money, money is time. You feel me?
Good help is hard to find.
Nah, real talk, man.
Let me get my mic. Yeah, y'all know good help is so hard to find here. Man, welcome back. Another episode. Man, we got a lot going on in the wrestling world and excuse me, y'all. I only got like half a voice left. We got a lot going on in the wrestling world, though, man.
Oh, if only there was 50% left that wasn't there. Oof.
Don't sneeze.
Rooting on the other 50%. Yeah, if I sneeze, scream over, brother.
But hopping back, man, it's just been a lot going on in pro wrestling, from retirement matches and everything. We're going to start with the biggest thing. As y'all see in the title, AEW versus WWE. Who did it better below the border? Now, last week.
Well, technically WWE was in California, but we with you.
That's what makes it even worse. But we'll continue.
Let me make sure I got the right card. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I pulled it.
You might have put up the Ring of Honor.
Okay, I got it. I'm sorry. I got it. All right. So we see the AEW, New Japan, CMLL, Ring of Honor, Stardom, Wrestle Dynasty.
Oh, Stardom was there too?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
what a name. Like, let me, I got to run that back.
What a Stardom, name. Bro.
What a name. The AEW, so New Japan Pro Wrestling, the CMLL, Ring of Honor, Stardom, Wrestle Dynasty.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. AEW got it. They got all the right brands to help make sure AEW stays afloat, bro. I'll say that. They'll be getting all the seconds. They getting all the tortas. Anyways, continue.
So we could just go and just kind of initially, like just initial thoughts. I'm gonna let y'all go first. It don't matter who.
You got it.
How are y'all feeling about the CML? Because I'm basically just saying, how did y'all feel about the way AEW represented with CMLL in the cross promotion versus how WWE represented their cross promotion? Let's just kind of start there.
Okay, so I'm going to start by saying there's a little bits of parts of both that I just really appreciate it. For example, Hangman Adam Page starting off in Spanish. Yo, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's an opener for a show. And I feel like it's a little bit different. And the reason I appreciate it is because they brought American talent and they were speaking Spanish, opposed to WWE having Spanish talent speak English.
Yeah,
so I really appreciated that too. Didn't know Adam Page had that in his arsenal, but I mean, look, it made me pop, so it worked. So I really appreciated that. More than anything, I will say that there's also props to WWE because all of the AAA talent who they highlighted, they're really talented.
Facts.
Sorry, that was my probation. I broke my my alarm.
My ankle going off.
Yeah, it went off. Oh, no, I was just playing. No worries.
I was so.
But no, so I really appreciate how they emphasize the talent. So a little background about me as well. I love lucha. Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Y'all take care of where I'm.
All right, Swizz, to you.
Anybody go find some lucha picks.
How you feeling as far as like how talent was represented on both?
I agree with him because AEW started off with their guy, like an American guy, kind of showing, like paying homage to the lucha game by having Adam Page speaking Spanish And then they had, but then it sucked to me because, in my opinion, I get it, but I felt like the WWE definitely took a lazy route by getting a Hispanic guy like Rey Mysterio to go out there and speak Spanish. Like, it was like I wish it would have been, for example, like a dude, go get somebody and show them that you want to beat it. Like, I would have loved to have been seeing like Javon Evans go out there and speak in Spanish and paying homage and shouting everybody out instead of, and then including Rey Mysterio, then have Rey Mysterio cut the whole thing, do it himself, and then go from there. I like the AEW had an American guy, like showing where he like that he speaking Spanish and all that good stuff. Like I like it staying. I want that. I like that event whenever you do a match like that. The focal point of those events should be not the American wrestling. It should be the lucha wrestling. Yeah, man. Like it should be focused on that. But I will say, I do think that both shows did a good job of showcasing that. To the point where now we got guys like Iguana and now Psycho Clown finna come main roster. We got Psycho Clown and Iguana coming to the main roster because it is what it is.
I hate stuff like that too.
Oh, I do too.
I do too. That in a minute.
I do too. Keep going. But I'm happy you're gonna speak on that too. But I will also say that the matches, I don't think I didn't see from either side. I disagree. There was only one bad match, and I think it was because her opponent did not want to make her look good at all. And that was the Mercedes Moné match for her championship. That match was so trash, and it was literally because I think the girl
didn't want to drop the belt.
She didn't want to drop that belt, bro. And I think she was so upset that she had to lose to Moné that she didn't sell any of her moves. She literally wasn't even trying. Like it was bad. So yeah, man. But I low key, being unbiased, I low key think I would have to go with. I still think WWE did have a better show. Like
why so though?
Because
in your mind,
the matches didn't fit like it. It was a lot of lucha, man. Like those matches, like the lucha guys really got to put on a freak show, bro, and go crazy, and that's why. Like,
yeah, but this wasn't lucha though. This AEW show wasn't all lucha.
It wasn't. You're right. You had a bunch of.
I feel like you gotta take this. I guess us comparing who did the multi-promotional thing, it has to be taken with a grain of salt because it was also strong style wrestling on that card.
Yeah, you did have strong style.
It's just. There's a lot of different styles.
That's true. But to be honest, though, bro.
I just want to say, I don't know where we jumped in at, but I had to pay homage to my favorite luchador. Shout out to Blue Demon Jr., who was on the AAA WWE crossover. That's my favorite luchador of all time. So I got Blue Demon ass. And it wouldn't feel right if I didn't do it. So anyway, back to what we were saying.
Can I change his name to El Dumbass?
I thought that was El Negro, man. I didn't know what that was.
But no, so I'm super. Let me take it off.
Hold on, real quick. Can I ask you the question I just asked Swizz?
Go for it.
So I just basically asked Swizz, who do you think did it better? Because I feel like WWE's was just strictly lucha, but I feel like it was so many different styles that were mixed into this one pay-per-view from AEW. And kind of in your opinion, who had the better? I guess who had the better showcasing of the talent?
Before I started, before I left, I said I love lucha, so I win either way it goes because I prefer lucha over anything. To be honest, don't tell anybody. But I will say, that, like I said, I'm kind of torn between the two. I really like that the AAA WWE crossover was like they brought more luchadors. You know what I mean? Like they had luchador matches, I guess you could say, opposed to like the only person WWE really brought in was. I mean, I know they had like they were in each match, but Javon Evans was like there. Then the rest of it was more spotlight on the lucha scene. You know what I'm saying? AAA. What was I about to say? When it came to AEW, I feel like there was a lot of AEW main roster talent on their show, which made it good too. Because I know WWE didn't bring out their top stars. You know what I'm saying? Cody Rhodes was not at Worlds Collide. Roman Reigns wasn't at Worlds Collide.
That bothers me too, by the way. Keep going.
Wait, really? Well, my bad. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, D finished. I'll tell you, it bothers me because it feel like now y'all kind of see where I was kind of hinting at to why I feel like AEW might have did it a tad bit better.
Oh, you got a point.
Because
top stars were there.
It feel like it felt more legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we saw Swerve Strickland, we saw Will Ospreay, we saw Mox. Gee, I just think about it. You're right. And then for the Ring of Honor one, Daniel Bryanson came back. Like, well, my bad, Bryan Danielson. My bad.
The Sons of Texas was there. Like, it was just.
Oh yeah. Like if you think about it, you got a point though. Like that's a very good point.
Yeah, that's all. And I just feel like WWE put guys together who, I guess, I don't know how to put this. WWE played it so safe. That's the perfect way to put it. WWE played it so safe. And what I mean by that is the guys that you brought in to do XYZ and to do these matches. You watch a lot more lucha than me, but it feels like the guys that were brought in to do these matches were the safest bets. They didn't take many risks as far as matchup wise. You know what I'm saying? Everybody they put together complemented each other versus I'm gonna use the IWGP Tag Team Championship match. The Young Bucks versus the United Empire versus I may be looking at anyways.
Was that a match?
I'm sorry. Ignore me. I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad.
I was about to say what?
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait a minute.
I was about to say, Young Bucks don't got
It's got both of my. Either way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that budget.
But y'all get what I'm saying though. It just felt like it feels like more of the actual talent. Like they didn't per se just take it safe, but play it safe. That's basically what I'm saying.
You think you feel like AEW actually took a chance, took a risk.
Yeah, they took a chance, and I feel like that was the best thing that they can do.
Yeah, they did. They've had matches. Like they literally put their top stars were there. Every single one of them was there. You know, so I will say WWE definitely played it safe when it came to as far as like not putting out no offense to Chad Gable. Chad Gable deserves to be in any main card picture, but for him to be the main event, you know what I mean? Like there could have been other people who could have main evented.
And that's why I feel like they just played it safe rather than going out there.
But also that match was a freaking banger, dude.
I mean, yeah, it was a banger, but I mean, you put Chad Gable. Chad Gable can wrestle a good match with a stick.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just two sides to it. Yeah, WWE played it extremely safe, and yeah, that's good. We got a very good pay-per-view out of it.
Do you think AEW needed their stars to compete because WWE put on this banger without their top stars?
No, because AEW doesn't have the same roster depth like WWE does. WWE has like 6 shows, if that makes sense.
I think AEW has.
Listen. When you in WWE, you can pull from Raw, you can pull from SmackDown, you can pull from NXT. Evolve got his own thing. You got PC niggas, you got LFG niggas. Like AEW doesn't have like a brand split. So to me, yeah, they have the names and stuff, but what you see like as a collective, that's what you get. So I don't think, and this is why I said AEW needs a true hierarchy for what stuff is, because you can't really tell. AEW doesn't have like a mid-cardish type of area.
Yeah.
They have mid-card titles, yes, but you got, I think it's Kota Ibushi and freaking
well, it's because all their mid-card
Kenny Omega holding mid-card titles. I think it's Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega holding mid-card titles, and now they finna combine it to make another world title.
Yeah, they are. That belt look good though too.
That's my thing with AEW. That's why I say Like WWE can pull from more talent than AEW can.
Are you talking about Kota and Bush, or are you talking about Okada?
Okada, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Bush. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like with WWE, you can pull from so many other directions because they have a bunch of like WWE at least has 3 legitimate brands.
Yeah.
AEW doesn't have that. They just don't. They don't have the money to support that.
Yeah, like their Raw and SmackDown is Collision Dynamite. They don't have a
NXT. But it's the same stories on each show. But they're a little bit different. Yeah. But for the most part, it's the same stories on each show. Which I'm okay with that because that's just their style. But to me, it's no clear like because of how, and it's nobody's fault why it's like this. But with like I use their TNT title as an example. The TNT and the TBS titles are like their mid-card titles for men and women type of thing.
Yes.
Christian elevated the TNT title so far beyond what it really should be worth that it's not even looked at as on par with other stuff because of how well it was built. WWE, you have clearly defined roles. AEW, the lines get blurred so much.
So you're saying like, it's more structure. Was what you're trying to say?
Yeah, WWE has a lot more structure.
Like we know what levels the belt going. It's IC American Tag World Heavyweight WWE Championship.
Exactly, and AEW is kind of like, and I kind of like that though because I feel like all the champs get a lot more screen time, more even of a playing field
for sure.
And sometimes I wish WWE would take from that, like they did it at one point in time. Then we lost it. Like Gunther made the IC belt feel like a world title,
bro.
And now Dom is doing really good, but now it feels like it's right back as a mid card.
That's true.
Also, I'll say this too. I feel like there are benefits to like having not their main talent be do worlds collide in a way because, like you said, there is so many brands that some people don't get enough attention as they should.
Exactly.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but with AEW, to an extent, what you see is what you get, and that's fine.
That is true because, the skill gap in the roster, like, oh my gosh, like the fall off, like when you start getting to like the mid card level and like start falling off, like what's crazy is AEW's roster isn't trash. It's low key.
AEW's roster is deep, top.
It's
to bottom.
Deep.
I think WWE has a worse fall off than AEW
for sure. But the thing is, you can't tell because of the way it's booked because they have too much talent. And things we complain about.
Definitely tell.
What you mean? Oh, so what I'm saying is like when you watch a mid card match, right, in WWE, right, it's not as bad as a mid card match in AEW, in my opinion.
I don't know. My thing is, I guess
in the women's division, my God.
The women's division is, and now AEW's women's division is just non-existent.
It's unwatchable.
But the thing is, that's because, and I got a theory on women's division, but the thing about it is, AEW is what happens, in my opinion, when you listen to the fans.
Yes, amen.
I feel like I can say that.
Yes,
and that's why that's why everybody just feels so important.
I don't know if you were watching it back then because this is what I grew up on because I could watch it on Saturdays. Did you watch old TNA?
I used to watch it on Thursdays. Yeah.
That is what the current state of AEW feels like right now. It's like they're missing something, like just a little bit of something that could put them in an elite level. And that's what it reminded me of when you had the AEW, when you had TNA, like when TNA had the Main Event Mafia, they had Kaz, you had Suicides, you had the whole I forgot the LAX, you had LAX, you had like we had all that talent that left WWE and went to TNA back in 08, 09 to kind of make that brand and build aces and eights and to build that up and make it better. That's what Beer Money, mostly Machine Guns, like guys who have been all over the indies had probably stopped it. They had some of them hadn't gone to WWE yet, but most of the bigger stars in the brand had already gone to WWE besides AJ Styles, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Can I hop in?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're pretty good. We're pretty
good.
What
up, Amber? How you doing, bro?
The difference in AEW and TNA was AEW is booked far more consistently than TNA is.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
AEW is booked significantly better than a lot of that. TNA put on a lot of great matches, and that's what kind of made TNA a lot better and a lot more fondly remembered than it was.
Mm-hmm.
But they were booked horribly at points.
Wait, before we did, I know we're already away from like the Lucha question, but also one thing I didn't like about WWE's AAA crossover is that they didn't have Lucha rules.
So they actually
you liked that?
Well, yeah, Lucha rules. Like for example, like I prefer it, especially if it's a Lucha show. You know what I'm saying? Like for y'all that don't know, Lucha rules is when like you don't have to tag your partner in. If they get knocked out the ring, you just kind of hop in. You know, it keeps the fast-paced kind of environment of what Lucha is to me, and it also it's that little thing, that detail that makes it special. I don't know if WWE audience they didn't feel their audience would grasp that concept right away, but CML and AEW they definitely had Lucha rules, which is what I appreciate as well. But go ahead.
Oh, you're saying you appreciated that they had the rules? Yeah, because that's what, bro. I was looking at an article that said it was for that tag match with Legado Fantasma and stuff. They were saying that it would have been better if it was Lucha rules. Because AEW is doing great right now, but this.
With Mox pushing the camera guy.
Oh, the camera guy. Yeah, man, that's.
I hate camera guys. Anybody ringside with a camera, I hate them.
Because clearly Mox wasn't trying to make that happen. But
nigga hated himself.
What you saying about TNA, Jay? You were going in pretty well on that. The AEW was booked better. It's been booked better.
Yeah, AEW's booked significantly better, and it's a lot more consistent, as well as TNA. Like a lot of the most memorable talent that you remember from TNA was a lot of homegrown stuff.
Right.
AEW has some homegrown guys, they do, but their homegrown stuff didn't match up to where TNA's homegrown guys were.
Yeah, TNA's
like some of AEW's homegrown guys are like MJF. Sammy Guevara was another one that's homegrown.
Yeah. Hangman Adam Page.
Hangman Adam Page. Yeah, that's another homegrown guy.
He's gonna retire in the Fed though, 100%.
I don't think so.
You don't think he's gonna retire in the Fed?
You
don't think so? Bro,
no, because the thing is, I think we see him going. I think we see him going to New Japan or something before he go to the Fed.
Wow.
Because bro, a lot of these guys, I can't go from being the guy to another guy. I'm just not doing that. Who was you guys' favorite AEW wrestler? Hangman.
Favorite AEW wrestler?
Yeah, Hangman.
Will Ospreay. Definitely Will Ospreay.
Oh, and then while you thinking about that, Swizz, and then the thing about TNA's outside talent that they brought in has never, like, it doesn't compare to the outside talent that AEW has brought in.
Elaborate on that. What you mean? Because the main event Mafia was technically outside talent.
It was cool. Yeah, you brought in like what? Older Booker T. You had Kevin Nash. You had Hulk Hogan. Bro,
no. Hulk Hogan, he went in there. It was Kurt Angle. You had it right. Kurt Angle, Sting, Kevin Nash, Steiner, Scott Steiner.
Yeah. All right. Now look at some of the talent that AEW has brought in. Y'all do remember Cody Rhodes was a founder member of AEW. They had Cody, John Moxley. You end up bringing over probably the biggest wrestler of this generation, Kenny Omega. You got Will Ospreay to sign a contract, Kota Ibushi, Tetsuya Naito, Samoa Joe.
Okada.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep skipping right over.
TNA had Samoa Joe too at the time too, by the way.
That was homegrown though. That wasn't a signee. I'm talking about people that got signed.
You're right.
Even Ricochet, another big time signing. It's just a lot of
CM Punk.
Thank you. They got CM Punk to come back to wrestling. Christian,
Matt Hardy.
The Hardys were there at one point in time. Brody Lee,
the Lucha Bros.
Exactly. Lucha. They were home. Were they? They're not homegrown, but they were.
They ain't homegrown.
I'm saying, were they there from the start or no?
They were there in 2018. Yeah, they had to be there for like this a year in.
Oh, you're preaching. I don't think.
And the whole world knows.
Mercedes Moné was another big time signee. Tony Storm was a big time.
They had Naomi for a second.
Yeah, that's why I say this. It's hard to compare
You're right.
TNA to what
folded.
AEW really is now.
Wait. AEW had Naomi, or are you talking about TNA?
No, AEW. No, wait. Was it TNA or
No,
AEW?
he was talking about TNA, but
TNA.
it's two different TNAs.
Yeah,
because when she left to be with Mercedes, where'd she go?
Mercedes went to AEW.
TNA.
No, I'm talking about Naomi went to
I know.
TNA.
Then even if you go a little bit down the card, even the former WWE guys that AEW has signed, even if you go a little bit further down the card, they had better careers than some of them ended up in TNA. For example, I use Jake Hager as a good example.
Oh,
he was a world champion in the Fed. They also got Claudio. It's just a lot of guys. It's just hard to compare. I feel like TNA was a great thing. Even some
people who are they be praising Mercedes over Tony. Oh no, I love Tony Storm. There's even like it's kind of hard to be an AEW homegrown talent though. I don't feel like they don't have a system. They don't have
the indie Super Bowl.
Huh?
AEW is like the indie Super Bowl.
They don't have a system that creates talent. They don't have a PC.
They don't. But to me though, it does feel like some of the better. It does feel like if you're really popping on the indies, AEW will give you a shot before you get a shot in the Fed. Because Fuego was getting TV matches in AEW.
I agree, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard to be a homegrown talent in a company if you're not put in a position to where you're grabbing them when they're 20 years old, when you're grabbing them when they're brand new, when fresh out of college. If you don't have a program that creates wrestlers and you're depending on the indies, it's hard to make them a homegrown talent. You know what I'm saying? They're pulling guys who already have a name for themselves and not creating people's names. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. But that's why I feel like it can't compare to TNA because they're you know what I'm saying? They're getting the hottest releases. They're getting the guys who got pushed aside by WWE. But I will say I feel like this run that AEW on is going to be remembered in more good graces than the TNA run.
Oh, absolutely. I can agree with that. I can give you that.
I'll wait till Swizz get back and I'll tell him that. But I definitely feel like, and we like OG TNA because of the nostalgia factor. Yeah, it was cool. We were coming up, but from a grown up perspective, our experience with TNA, it was so dysfunctional.
Which AEW event? And I will say too, like TNA was definitely dysfunctional. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I've watched more TNA in my life than AEW already, and I know they lasted longer than WCW and stuff. But I used to love TNA when I was a kid, to be honest.
Yeah, and seeing TNA end up with WWE is like so full circle to me.
Yeah. Shout out to whatchamacallit from the Highlanders, Robbie from the Highlanders, who got fired because he showed up at TNA. I know he's upset to this day. If he would have pulled their cuts a few years later, he would still be with WWE.
Oh, it's TNA fault though.
Yeah, because they did. They were like, "Hey, look who's in the
building." I'm like, God forbid you just be a wrestling fan.
You know what I mean, bro? Like,
God forbid I'm just a wrestling fan.
But also, it just shows the climate of just like the climate of how the industry is. So we're like, if I see you, at least back then with Vince, if I see you in the stands, you're getting fired.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. So I kind of want to wait on Swizz a little bit. But while we waiting, a little topic in between the topic.
Oh, well, wait a second.
Yeah. How do you feel about that Cena pipe bomb promo?
Oh, I loved it.
I mean, I liked it too, but why? It's like we're like halfway through his run before it's getting like. Now it's getting interesting. Did it really take? We couldn't get Cena versus new people. It really took him going down memory lane and rehashing some stuff from 2011, 2012 to really get it going. That kind of bothered me.
His title run isn't for the kids. It's for the people
TNA is definitely better right now. If AEW does have a lot of structure, Tay, they just don't have AEW suffers from, they have a lot of good belts, but too many belts. It's hard to keep up with what matters. That's AEW's problem.
I feel like you just asked me a question before that. I just went blank. You had said,
I said, why did it take us going down memory lane for Cena's run to get memorable and get better?
yeah, because okay. I have a few theories about his title reign. I was shocked he won the belt because I feel like his whole purpose in wrestling at this point was to get other people over. You know, when you get to a certain point. But I will say that his current title reign, it's not it is about nostalgia. I mean, that's the people who are hungry to see him. I mean, that's really what it is. I don't think 7-year-olds are desperate to see John Cena. I think it's more like, okay, let's relive his better moments and work from there. That's what I feel like is where the money's at, because that's who he's really reaching out to. Like, I remember John Cena peak era. You remember John Cena peak era. I feel like it's about, it's about the nostalgia. Oh my God, look who it is.
Well, this nigga was sick, bro. Swizz made this sick nigga come on here, bro.
I just woke up.
Rubs hands like Birdman. That's what he be doing. But CM Punk said in his promo he will make his run relevant, or however he worded it. Yeah, I mean, I like the promo. Cena pipe out. I agree.
I don't think Cena needed much elevation though. He's still John
No,
Cena.
I do, bro. I do. The IWC has been complaining that John Cena's heel run has been boring. That lifted everybody up just a notch. We care again. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I didn't care, but we as we care again. That promo amped up him being a heel for a little bit more. That's I 100% would agree with that statement that you just made.
I already know, right? Exactly what y'all talking about.
Oh yeah,
you missed all the AAA talk in the Mexican niggas and stuff.
Lord,
them be my favorite niggas.
Let's talk about the main.
We weren't even really talking about that. When Swizz get back, we gotta finish what we was talking about. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like I'm still in the middle about this heel run. 2 weeks not gonna change my opinion on this run. I think we should have. Indeed, I'm old school, bro. Just lean into it. This is last time. This is last run. Take the colorful shirts off. Be a real villain. Take the colorful shirts off.
Why can't you get it through your skull? We get nothing.
But no,
we get nothing. But every time he go to an arena, he got on a shirt from the color of the sports team. But we get nothing.
It's the same gimmick, though. That's what I'm saying. I mean, overall,
shirts off.
But his shirts have always changed.
Take them Fruity Pebble shirts off.
Fruity Pebble shirts.
Jay, listen to what you just said, bro.
But yeah, back to what we get nothing. Stop wanting something from this man. He took his entrance away from us. You think he won't give us more?
Bro, I won't worry about his entrance. That nigga knees bad.
Bro.
Oh yeah, he did not need help from Travis Scott. No. You know, I just watched that documentary about all the people he killed. Never mind. Another story. But yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I mean, because it didn't really. The Rock really didn't play a point either.
Bro, the Rock is just Continue, Supreme.
No, but you're not understanding it for some reason. It's like, bro,
I am understanding it.
When have you ever seen John Cena act like this?
I'm just irritated. I don't want to see it.
He's literally bitter.
Put Carmelo Hayes on my TV then. Put Carmelo Hayes on my TV.
No,
are you implying that you want to see John Cena and Carmelo Hayes? Is that what you want?
No, I'm just implying to put Carmelo Hayes on my TV since we just giving niggas TV time to F off. It took 6 months.
What?
It took 6 months to get something interesting out of this run.
This was not the first interesting thing that happened.
The heel turn was interesting. I'll give you that.
You didn't find the R-Truth gimmick interesting?
That's what I said. I said it took six months and two.
No. You said
last 2 weeks. Did you not go back when I said the last? I'm not letting the last 2 weeks cloud my judgment about how this whole run happened. The R-Truth thing ain't number like 2 to 3 weeks old. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, it's getting turned now, but I don't know.
I mean, I've enjoyed every second of his heel run. I don't know if it's because I'm just a fan of John Cena, and
Maybe
I feel like I completely understand like what's going on right
you
now.
one of the little Jimmys.
But like, I have to disagree with you, bro. Like, I can't stand for the slander of this heel run. I think this could potentially be one of the greatest heel runs of all time. Just because of the way he's doing it. Nope, I've never seen anybody have a heel run like this. Like, this is very different. This isn't the typical change your gear, change your theme song, and act like a bad guy. John Cena isn't acting like he's still being him. That's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, he's still himself. He's still he hasn't lost himself. To me, it seems like he's still.
That's
him.
what I wanted though. I want to see be lost.
Okay, if you want to see that, then you take it to Naomi. She's doing that for you, brother.
Right. She's doing a really good job too.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy too because Naomi's heel run. If Naomi's heel run and John Cena's heel run were happening right now, they were both doing the same thing. I would be like, okay, well, whatever.
No,
the fact that he's doing it so different is what makes it special.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And bro, look, I feel like people would be complaining by now if John Cena would have did it any other way. I feel like I've only heard people
the wrestling fans complain anyway, so ain't much we can do about that.
That's what I'm saying. He's getting heat. That's what his whole goal is anyway. The fact that you hate him, he is doing his job, brother.
Exactly. The fact that I can see us eating you alive right now. That he's not doing what you want him to do, bro.
And that's the gimmick. And you know what's crazy is you're gonna appreciate it when it's over with too. You can be like, "Dang, I hated this whole thing so much," and then you gonna look back like, "That was what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to hate this the whole time. I wasn't supposed to get anything I wanted."
You see, I'm a John Cena fan all the way through. Like, so I like whatever he does. Like, bro. He could. I like whatever John Cena does. I don't lie.
Excuse me. Yeah, but Supreme, since you're here now, how do you feel? How do you feel about this stage of AEW compared to how the prime-ish years of TNA were?
Ooh. Like, you talking about now AEW compared to prime TNA?
Yeah, because I had a lot of, I'm critical of everything. It is. Okay. No, you're letting nostalgia cloud your brain.
What?
You're letting nostalgia cloud your brain. Because for all of the good stuff that TNA did, for sure, it was just as much, if not more bad.
Bro, well, the thing is,
TNA was booked so bad, but the thing is, TNA was booked extremely horrible, correct? Yes. But they had so many good options of people to put together in these matches that at times they could work around some of the poor booking.
I gotta be honest. I did not watch TNA as much, but from what I've seen, from what I've seen, I thought it was great. I never really.
So you weren't watching week in, week out?
No. But I mean, as far as what I've seen, there's no comparison from my point of view. But if you tell me, you got to tell me some things that
it's no comparison to which side are you picking, TNA or are you picking what's called? You think TNA was better or current AEW?
That's hard to say.
Is it really? Am I tripping? Am I just being overly critical towards TNA?
Bro, listen, bro. The main event Mafia storyline before Samoa Joe joined and ruined it was better than anything AEW's doing or has done.
It is not, because how much AEW have you really watched?
Damn, you used to watch TNA.
Swizz, how much AEW have you really watched? Bro, I can name you one AEW storyline that I don't know if TNA has had anything to top.
Give me one.
AEW is one of the first ones in recent memory to do a brother versus brother storyline. It feel important, had great matches, and
we had that in TNA with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy.
And it don't compare to Dustin Rhodes versus Cody Rhodes. It's no comparison.
Man, what the?
They also did it in WWE though too.
And none of
we've seen that before.
You haven't seen it like this. I promise.
Was it Bret and Owen Hart fighting back in the 90s?
I understand that, but you have not seen it.
I'll tell you the worst brother versus brother match.
Which one?
You already know what it is.
Oh yeah.
What? Did you watch that feud from start to finish?
What, the worst brother match?
No, the Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes feud.
Oh, brother, they literally bled in the ring for that, brother.
Yes, it's no. Swizz, go back and watch that.
Talking about the Cody Rhodes fight. I gotta see it. Knowing how dedicated them two are to it, they probably did put on a banger. Bro,
story.
I just feel like, bro, the main event Mafia storyline was like insane just because you had the actual feud with Jeff Jarrett and Cody Rhodes. I mean, Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle with his wife, which actually divorced him for Jeff Jarrett, who was the promoter of the whole damn brand. And then you had the Kevin Nash real life beef with Samoa Joe when he smacked the shit out of Samoa Joe because Samoa Joe also, we gotta give it to him. Samoa Joe dropped the OG pipe bomb. Like he has which TNA will never let be back on the internet ever because of how crazy Samoa Joe talked about.
I just saw it on TikTok the other day.
We talking about when Samoa Joe went crazy.
Yeah, when Samoa Joe came and shot on what's called.
Bro. But like, I mean, bro, it's hard for me to put any feud over the Jeff Jarrett thing when his wife literally cheated on him with the promoter of a brand and they started a feud that was real. But of course it couldn't be real because
I was just gonna say, but if you can't just, I don't want to be overly critical because this is finna come off really overly critical. So I'm just
Booker T also was still good in the ring, by the way. And Booker T is still good in the ring, by the way.
But my thing is, if we gotta rely so much, everything you name is real life heat. So
I can go non real life heat. I can go their battles with LAX. Like all their battles were just good. Like when they had the tag battles with Motor City Machine Guns, with Samoa Joe and AJ Styles.
But we got crazy stuff from AEW too.
Bro, but
you had the Lucha Bros had a great feud. Lucha Bros and Young Bucks put together a great feud.
You gotta think about it. You didn't have 5 WWE Hall of Famers still putting on bangers, bro. I don't think you understand it. It wasn't some weak AEW old washed up Chris Jericho storyline.
Even when Jericho first got there, the Jericho Appreciation Society was great. I don't care what you say, it was great. So
John Moxley's current storyline, do you think is good?
You said what?
John Moxley's current storyline, do you think is good?
I hadn't really been looking at it, but I know when they first had
the current storyline we're in now, like with the feud with the feud that was with him and Adam Page, the intertwine with Swerve, the whole storyline with all of them getting intertwined into one.
The Swerve and part is extremely good, especially the Swerve and Hangman part, because it's so many other directions. Like, nigga, he burned this man's house down.
He did burn his
he literally burned this man's house down.
I helped.
So yeah, like, and you're trying to bring out, yes, Jericho might have went a little beyond his prime, but Jericho being one of the inaugural champions is one of the best things that can happen to that brand. Because you didn't look at it. Stop saying you don't know it. I watched the history. I watched the history. I watched the history of the Bullet Club. You watched the history of the Bullet Club. That's not what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm saying. Leading up until Chris Jericho got the AEW, it was decent.
With the Jericho Appreciation Society.
You don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I watched the history.
Who's on the Jericho Appreciation Society? It's been a
Jericho did. It was Sammy Guevara, Jericho, Jake Hager,
what's
that nigga name? Don Callis.
Bites his tongue when he cuts promos. Come on, bro. We're not talking about that.
I'm not. You, bro. We talked about this the other day, bro. Highlights versus real game film. It's not gonna show you the same thing.
Yeah, bro. Just say you didn't watch the main, bro.
I did watch the main event. I'm sitting here telling you. I'm sitting here.
I'll take that over anything that'll be right now.
I'm sitting here telling you stuff that is poking holes directly in that logic. You still saying, well, it wasn't better than that. It still was just sitting there.
Because nothing you're naming was better than that.
Did you even watch the feud with Christian Cage and Jungle Boy had? Did you watch that?
No.
Exactly. So how can you just sit here and say to rock paper scissors? Hey, how can you just sit here and say that this is what's going on, bro? Like it's so many good, and it's so
I've
much
seen
good,
a lot of wrestling,
but it's so much good
storylines is
stuff.
better than Man of the Mafia, bro.
It's so even if you want to just stay strictly main event storylines. Brody Lee and Cody Rhodes had a crazy feud over the TNT title.
This is the thing though. You're naming storylines that are mid.
How are they mid? You didn't even watch them. How can you say that they're mid?
Because I didn't hear about it.
You didn't watch fucking wrestling.
And I didn't hear about it. Like I didn't hear about it. I came back to wrestling because I heard about storylines that I enjoyed.
It's okay. It's okay.
I came back to wrestling because I heard about storylines that I like.
It's okay. You win. You got it. TNA was God's gift to wrestling.
I heard about
even though they let my niggas get in the ring and have to get forcefully pinned to the mat. Niggas no showing events. These niggas can't barely move in their 50s and 60s.
Okay, AEW has this.
You win.
AEW has this issue.
TNA was God's gift to professional wrestling. And because they were God's gift, they were so good, they had to close the doors. It was so good that they had to close the doors.
No, it's because they kept selling. The motherfuckers kept leaving because it was so. What you got to realize? It was so good. It was so good they had to leave.
If it was so good,
guess
what good stuff does? It makes money.
G-League.
It makes money. Good stuff makes money.
Bro,
good stuff makes money. MONEY.
Bro,
if it was so good, it would have made enough of these to sign Kurt Angle to whatever contract he wanted to. You ain't never heard.
He retired.
You ain't never heard.
He was on purge. He retired.
You can hear on Chris Van Fleet's interview. He said he did not come back because they did not have the money to pay him.
Why would the man who was fucking his wife pay him?
He said no. Did you watch the interview? Not Chris Jericho. Kurt Angle clearly said they did not have 7 figures to bring him back.
Why would they give that to him?
If that's your biggest superstar, if that's your biggest superstar, you're not gonna bring him back because of a personal issue.
I'm not.
You sound foolish. Niggas in the league,
he was high all the time.
Niggas in every league, you know,
his wife was getting smoked.
It's niggas in every league, you know, that hate each other, but they gonna pay them because they make money.
Guess what?
That's exactly why.
And guess what typically breaks niggas and make them leave brands after a real feud? A woman.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. We've seen plenty of women involved feuds that told.
And guess what men did for a while?
Lita, Edge, and Matt Hardy tore the house down, and everybody in the Hall of Fame now.
And where did Matt end up going? Leaving.
He ended up getting re-signed and came right back. Money talk.
He left though.
If Jeff Jarrett had the money to sign Kurt Angle, you think he gonna let Kurt Angle walk? Be real with yourself. Let's be so real with yourself. We talk about Kurt Angle as a top 10 wrestler of all time. We talk about this all the time. You really think he had the money? You think if he had the money to bring him back, he would have brought him back?
You didn't see the decline of Kurt Angle. No. I would not have paid him.
You sound crazy too. Then
the Kurt Angle that we got towards the point of retiring was really bad, bro. It got really bad, which is why they put Samoa Joe They put Samoa Joe in the main event because they knew Kurt Angle was gonna leave, bro. He was a druggie all the time.
Man, them niggas had the money like you thought, bro. They would have never shut down. They wouldn't have had to shut down and turn into Impact.
They didn't shut down. They sold the company.
Wait, can I ask a question?
No money. That's what I just told you. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Can I ask a question real quickly? Let's do, and then we'll just go this way, right? Let's do top guy versus top guy. AEW, TNA. Who's a better tag team in their prime?
Oh my gosh!
Machine Guns or Nick and Matt Jackson?
I'm taking it. Well, actually, we can't say that. We can't say that because the Young Bucks. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Also in 09, we had the Young Bucks on TNA 2. That same year, we had the Young Bucks on TNA 2. Yep.
They weren't the Young Bucks.
Who are you?
They weren't the Young Bucks.
Prime for prime, bro. You just said prime for prime. The Young Bucks, bro.
So NJPW Young Bucks.
Yes, the Young Bucks, bro.
Mid, give me MCMG.
Yeah, this nigga just got nostalgia in his head. I have never, and I'm not, it is no disrespect to MCMG. I have heard Matt and Nick Jackson be mentioned in quite a few top 10 tag wrestling lists of all time, and I have never heard that about MCMG. And I'm not even trying to disrespect them. They're legit one of the best teams we have ever seen, but I have never heard that conversation. You're having that off of straight nostalgia.
That's just like you go ask an old head who's their GOAT, Hulk Hogan. Like,
no, I ain't never heard that either.
FTR or Beer Money?
FTR.
Beer Money.
Beer Money?
Beer Money.
Okay, wait.
Thank you.
Beer
Thank
Money.
you. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Beer Money.
How you see? Have
Okay,
you
MCMG and Young Bucks is more.
At least you can have a conversation.
You don't even know what FTR stands for.
Forever the Revival, goofball. Pop it out your mouth.
You thought
it's multiple times.
Fuck the Revival.
It's forever the Revival. I've told you, and you keep on dropping F-bombs.
That's the second one.
It's like the eighth one.
We got FTR. Okay. Let's see who.
They haven't been good since NXT.
Okay. This was not gonna be
move it from the screen, please.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take this. I'll take NXT. I'll take NXT FTR over.
That's not even their prime. That's the crazy part.
But I like them better than doing in AEW. I like them better in NXT than doing AEW. That's just
Sir, they held belts in 3 different promotions.
I'm not saying they
at
trash.
the same time. No, you obviously are, because Beer Money was straight. They were straight. I didn't say that was straight.
They were mid. They were mid. They weren't great. They were
so if
mid.
they're mid, you think FTR was mid?
FTR they didn't get me excited. They weren't coming out smashing beer bottles and stuff.
So nigga, you just like shit.
I was smashing water. I was smashing water bottles when Beer Money came out. I gave that to FTR and jiggle my tits.
Keep going.
What I'm gonna do with FTR? Smack my belly.
I think AEW too might have TNA beat with like old people sign, because I feel like the old people that AEW
we had Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair.
But I'm saying as far as like can still go, I feel like they really like. I know they got like Mox and Edge and Christian, but I feel like they still can go. I feel like when they signed Ric Flair and
that was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, they sound.
Keep naming top guy for top guy, bro.
But at the time,
it's one name I'm waiting on, and I dare you to say any nigga out. It's maybe like one to two niggas in TNA that I'm even willing to have a conversation with compared to Kenny Omega. It's maybe 1 to 2 niggas.
And you're talking about AJ Styles and Kurt Angle.
Yes.
And that's all we need.
But that's a conversation. I don't even think
how is that a conversation?
You can make a conversation. I don't think neither one of those guys are better. And I'm huge
You don't think Prime AJ Styles is better?
It's close, bro. It's close.
It's not close.
It's close, bro. It's right there.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's not close.
It's right there, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think AJ Styles got that one.
I'm gonna take AJ, but I do like Kenny Omega.
It's like right there, bro.
I do like Kenny Omega. I like Kenny Omega a lot.
I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. I think.
I'm taking
AJ Styles got Kenny Omega.
And I'm taking TNA Samoa Joe over John Moxley. I'm taking TNA Samoa Joe over Mox.
That's a different. Okay, the only reason why.
And that's not even the most fair comparison of what they got going on over there.
Also, that was kind of hard too, because from what I understand, I see Mox as more of a deathmatch wrestler than anything.
He is. That's what he grew up on. So it's.
I don't know, man.
That's not even. I gotta think who you would put to that Samoa Joe-ish type of character.
Samoa Joe might be in a range.
Swerve. He might be his own.
No, it's not Swerve.
You can't put Swerve in there. You can't put Swerve. You can't put Mox.
MJF may be one that's close from the standpoint of both what they can do on the mic, but it's just like bro. Samoa Joe is a weird one.
Yeah, but also his prime at TNA though. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare him to anybody with that, because he was just.
Because you got to think about
Samoa Joe.
With Samoa Joe, you either go strictly from the side of him talking and going mic work for mic work, and from that case, I feel like you look at. If you're going strictly mic work, Eddie Kingston is a good comparison on mic work.
With not worker wise.
No, not work. That's what I said. Wow. You either got to pick work or mic.
Yeah,
it's not many that's touching both like Samoa Joe did.
Yeah.
But that's just in all of. You probably have to look at WWE for a guy that could do that.
I think too. Now that we're having this kind of debate, I feel like and I think AEW might have more guys as far as like people who are like in the conversation.
They do. That roster is deep. I just don't think overall the show and storylines are. And TNA didn't have TNA didn't have the best storylines at the time either.
That's what I'm saying. And but the thing is, AEW doesn't have just horrible storylines. If you
I'm not saying that either.
But everything, the thing is, everything is gonna get compared. That's just naturally.
Okay,
right.
Wait. Yeah,
I'm taking prime TNA.
Everything is going. No, not even TNA. Everything AEW currently does is gonna just get compared to WWE because that's what it is. That's just how it is.
But see, and I don't do that. That's weird. I compare it to prime TNA. That's what I can compare it to.
But we're in the time frame where WWE is putting on some of the best stuff that it's ever put on.
Okay, so how about
AEW? So of course AEW is gonna look bad. Like for example, no promotion has had a story as intricately designed as the Bloodline story.
Oh, that's the best story ever.
That's probably one of the best stories ever. And
is it not the best? Is it not the best story ever?
It's up there. I've never just sat down and just broke down story for story.
Yeah. I want to do that one day.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the Cody finishing the story that his father started. This is 40 years in the making.
I never knew what that meant when he said I didn't know it was because it was like a story.
But like, now you see what I'm saying. So of course AEW is gonna look worse because AEW is the biggest competition we got to WWE right now.
But that's why I don't. That's why like you can't
kind of compare.
That's why I don't compare it. You can't. I said in chat. I said you cannot compare prime. You cannot compare AEW now, which I think are they technically in their prime now? Or would you think the prime was 2018, 2019?
No, I think AEW. I think it's gonna just continue to get better, bro.
Right, and
because
like I said,
WWE is gonna keep releasing talent. That's the thing. Because TKO is in such a bad money situation that WWE is gonna keep releasing talent, and it's just gonna. I think it's eventually gonna come to a point where, yeah, WWE is still the top dog for everything else, but it's like that's not where you have to go to make a. We see that now though. That's not where you have to just make it to be like, hey, I made it.
Also, people in the indies still make bag. Don't
exactly. Like it's a few guys, Swizz, that are gonna retire without ever stepping foot in the WWE ring and have serious GOAT conversations about them.
So, for example, of course, for me, one I could think of is Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega is one.
Kenny Omega is definitely one.
Will Ospreay have a legit GOAT case by the time it's all said?
But you know, that's another guy that we know Vince is going to at some point step his foot in the Fed.
He's not.
He is. At some point,
he could have, because he would have done it. They offered more. If I'm not mistaken, they offered more.
AEW offered more. AEW offered more.
But he's not going to go. And I don't blame him for not going. If he's in WWE, he already said he don't like their workload. He's openly criticized their workload multiple times.
Berg just said, I would say AEW might have been a better place when they were actually winning the Wednesday night wars with NXT.
But
I can say that too. But also, I'll just say this too. They get compared to NXT. They don't even really, you know what I'm saying? They're competing with NXT numbers. You know what I mean? But
NXT is the best thing on wrestling. We're wrestling right now.
I love NXT.
I love it too, but I don't think it's the best.
NXT is the best wrestling right now.
I feel like WWE's entire main event scene is great.
That's how I know you don't watch NXT.
The thing about
you ain't never because that's what you ain't never seen a WWE person have the TNA belt until now. And guess who that is? The superstar, megastar, Hollywood motherfucker. Oh, what's it? My back is out. I keep forgetting y'all on YouTube. I'm on Twitch, but I be forgetting that y'all on YouTube, bro.
The thing is, bro,
first class trick.
But hold on,
first class trick.
But the thing is, if you're gonna use the argument that NXT and that AEW is competing with lower class NXT, if the TNA belt is on NXT television, does that not put TNA in a lower class than both federations?
Right now, yes. I'm saying right now.
That's why I said stop comparing stuff. Just stop comparing.
I'm comparing. Okay, so the
comparison is the thief of joy.
But I'm being realistic. The current state of AEW now.
You're not being realistic though, bro.
I am. The current state of AEW right now is almost neck and neck identical to 2009, 2008, 2010 TNA.
It's not.
It is. Because guess what? TNA had the tag teams. TNA had the trios. TNA had the factions. Everybody was in a faction, like in AEW. Everybody's in a faction. The women's division sucked. You had
the women's
Awesome
division
Kong.
TNA did not suck. Stop.
At that point, it was mid. It was Awesome Kong just eating everybody. Yes, it was.
You had Awesome Kong. You still had Gail Kim. I think Mickey James.
Gail Kim wasn't there then. Gail Kim was already gone then.
Mickey James was definitely back over there
for like a year
because she got fired from WWE. Angelina Love and the Beautiful People were back over there.
Mickey wasn't there yet. Mickey was not there.
Angelina Love was another one.
She was there.
But it wasn't just bad. AEW's women division is non-existent at times. It's like Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm, and whoever else you want to. And what's that one girl? It's one more.
The Spider girl? The heavyset girl?
Yeah, curly hair.
What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, she just fought. She always fights in mixed tag teams. Oh my
gosh. She's another one that's really good.
She has a W in her name. You might figure out.
She does.
Y'all forgot about Victoria.
Victoria?
Yeah.
Crawford?
No, the spider one you just talked about.
This was the spider. Willow Nightingale.
Oh, you talking about AEW?
Yeah. Choker look like a dog collar.
But yeah, that's you know, we don't argue about.
I think no, but I will say that I think
What you got some food down there?
But I think the TNA, they had what we call it too. Oh, I can't think of her name. TNA had an okay women's division.
So you know they did have it they did have some. They had some fire stuff.
Yeah,
somebody mentioned that they wished that the WWE would bring in, because TNA had, I forgot the name of it, one of the most innovative matches ever. We had to crawl across the red X.
Nigga, you don't even remember what it's called. The Ultimate X match.
The Ultimate X match. I've been thinking about too much stuff.
That was kind of like their cruiserweight division, though.
Trash. It was, but that match was trash.
The X division
fun to watch, but other than
you tripping. It was some good. It was some great X division matches. You're tripping.
They just had a match like that recently.
It was good for TNA, but that's it.
No, stop.
No, that was good for TV wrestling in general.
Now Supreme. Now for all the bad TNA did, they did do some very good stuff. Like Feast or Fire was a really good concept. Y'all don't remember Feast or Fire?
No, I don't actually, which is crazy. It was
four briefcases in the ring.
Yes.
One of them gave you a world title match. One of them gave you something, and one of them meant you got fired.
You're right. One of them was a fire. Yeah. But I also like their ladder matches. I felt like it was better to watch the ladder matches because you had to put the belt up instead of taking the belt down.
No, I ain't gonna lie. The King of the Road.
I love that. You didn't like that?
No.
You didn't like that? I love putting the belt.
Certain matches, certain match concepts just don't need to be messed with.
You don't like putting the belt up?
No, I don't think you need to ever have to climb a ladder to put something up. Ladder matches are a concept that should not change.
Put up lights in your house.
I'm saying as a match type, bro, ladder matches to me, ladder matches and battle royals are two things that should not change. And like I told D, change was the first time I've seen an innovative approach to a battle royal that actually seemed like it could work.
That could be fire.
With allowing pinfalls and even submissions into a battle royal type of match.
Imagine that's how the Royal Rumble was, bro.
I've been doing that for years on WWE 2K. I've been playing.
Niggas always gotta take.
Credit for something, man. That was his moment, man.
I was the same though. Same. That's where the idea comes from.
Bro, I'll do like an 8-man battle royal, and I'll do false count anywhere, elimination on DQ.
Hating, bro.
You know, who's man? That's how we generate the idea. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's lit. It's lit to play that.
And a lot of the ideas, I'm like, oh, you know what? Shout out to 2K.
You can really create some crazy, it's really crazy matches.
He took his.
Not as good as I would like it, but
my bad, bro.
You know,
bro, Swizz had me almost breaking my mic over here, bro. Let's move on to the hate list, bro.
Okay.
Bro, I'm not going back and forth today, bro. It's over with.
Wait, we doing haters already? We didn't talk about Unkberg. We didn't talk about Unkberg coming back.
Brian.
We didn't talk about it.
We didn't talk about Unkberg coming back.
Bro, the longest match out of his last 10 matches was 12 minutes. Gunther, let's get 6 minutes, please.
You want 6? I want 4. I want to just run over there and put him in chokehold.
No, just bro, let's just 6 minutes and get this.
One top out cold.
Look, bro, let's 6 minutes, and then at the end of the match, Gunther, you keep trying to get cocky. His son comes save him. We get a good, happy goodbye. Let's get it out of here fast.
I wouldn't mind seeing one. Like, I wouldn't mind if he start off with a spear. Like, start the match.
I guarantee. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Swizz. I guarantee you we could book that match. It's gonna Goldberg's gonna come out hot. Gunther gonna kick out at 1, and the match gonna be over.
Right. That's exactly.
I can book this match in my sleep. But to me, though, even though that's the most obvious way, to me that's the right way to do it, right? And then just have Gunther being cocky at the end. Have Goldberg family come in and say the day, and then he ride off into the sunset. Him and his son. You're next. Whatever.
They said check the YouTube chat.
Bro, nigga, no one's looking at your chat, bro. We trying to have a serious discussion, and you over here trying to joke.
That's what they said. I didn't say that.
Now, Vaughn, if I get the joking on you, then you gonna be mad.
Hey, no,
he literally joked on everybody in the chat. So send me a picture of him. Send me a picture of him.
I got you. I'll share on stream. I got you.
Yeah. Since everybody want to be a comedian today, I'm about to get on his stepped on eraser head ass. Since everybody want to be a comedian today, ring light bottom lip having ass little boy. I'm about to get on you. Bagel pizza puff nose ass. I'm about to get on you. Spoiled chocolate milk underarm smelling ass. I'm about to get on you.
I got you. I
don't know why they act like I don't do this. I don't know why they act like I don't do this joking thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, here. Let's share my screen.
Y'all don't even worry about it, y'all. I'm gonna handle this. Y'all good.
I
got this one, bro. Minute Maid bottle, ass little boy.
Okay, so there go where Vaughn is right here in the back right here. That's Vaughn right there.
Dog, look at this nigga, bro. You think I'm nigga, you think I'm finna get bullied by Big X the Plug, little brother? Going on about your business, dog.
We're gonna find some other one that he's tagged in. Oh wait, we got Vaughn. Where he at in this picture? There's Vaughn right there.
Man, please.
Not Elf on the Show. That's crazy.
Man, please. This nigga don't even got no neck, bro. This nigga just got gristle under there. Look at this. Hey, click on this profile picture, bro.
It won't let us on PC, bro.
The hoes gonna love this one. You just knew you was fire for posting that one, didn't you? You just knew that one was cold.
Nah, I got you even better.
You just that nigga knew them little twists was cold, D.
I got you even better. I got you.
That nigga PlayStation controller nose ass little boy. Stop playing with me.
I got you. Watch this one. Hold on.
I be talking about D nose. It like you sneeze. It's over with for all us too. Swizz ain't even turned heel, bro. That nigga nostrils is just enormously outrageous. Matter of fact, I'm adding Vaughn hairline and nose to the hate list.
Might as well. Add him to the hate list.
Oh, here we go. My boy, J. Von Crawford.
Nigga, you look like boss man D-Lo, bro. This nigga look just like boss man D-Lo.
He said, wait, should I put my head up in this picture? Like this?
You know what I'm saying? Oh my. This nigga got unshaved JJ hair on his chin. And you want to talk about anybody else?
Bro, never miss neck day in the gym.
This nigga just you know your mama told you to cut that hair off before that picture. He ain't even bottom school pictures, nigga.
He said not the most. Boy, you was talking. I had to let him get. He had to get a fair chance.
This nigga look like a well-dipped polar bear.
Bro, I know. I hate to see this nigga coming. I know. I hate to see this nigga coming.
This nigga, hey.
No.
You feel me? I just noticed. I know this nigga ain't never wore a tie ever in his life. Fat neck ass boy.
His neck is 14 by 72 inches.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga neck look like he could fit one of John Cena pant legs, nigga. Fat neck ass boy.
Hey Von, why you ain't tell me you was half eraser?
You know what I'm saying? That nigga.
Okay, wait, we done.
Hey D, that nigga turned a headband into a turtleneck, nigga. He put that around his neck. That bitch started scratching.
Dog,
Bro, y'all need to stop, bro. Y'all always be trying to joke with me, bro. This why I don't be doing all this joke.
Patrick House.
That nigga look like Schoolhouse for real.
What is y'all doing?
Hey, I'm gonna show y'all who this nigga look like, bro. Hold on.
Swizzle.
Is it the smoke that you wanted?
This not the smoke that this nigga really wanted,
Is this
bro.
what you really wanted?
It's not what he really wanted, bro.
Boom, what else? You had no other pictures. Oh, you got his strike pictures.
I got y'all, bro.
He said, give me one with my light skin eyes, bro. Chill.
So this nigga look like right here, bro. Exactly who you look like, bro. Nigga look like Brian D-Lo Brown, bro.
D-Lo Brown really don't got no neck, bro.
I know a plate of ribs
no
hate to
neck.
see this nigga coming.
Yo, he actually don't have no neck.
Nah, he was still wiggling at
Bro. Yo, that's D-Lo Brown?
Yeah.
Yo, he like the penis from Brown family.
Come on, nigga. Hold on.
Damn!
Hold on, bro.
We're not gonna do the double champ like this. Y'all getting crazy.
Wait, he was a double champ too? Nah, he do like Bossman D-Lo though. I do, boy. I will give you the Bossman D-Lo comparison, but you know, you are from Atlanta. Man, some freaky boys like him, so you know.
All right. We gotta get back to roasting. We've been roasting him for about 10 minutes.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of like you. Yeah, that kind of like you, Jay. That look like you, Jay. I don't know.
Let me show y'all what Swizz look like, bro. I got y'all. Hold on.
That kind of like you. Now I'm trying to get on fun. I don't know.
I got y'all, bro. This what Swizz out here looking like, bro. This nigga trying
he gonna show one of the Wayans brothers or something, bro. Well, why are you always twerking in the dark, bro? Like, why do you keep doing that?
This nigga Supreme a freak.
Bro, be clapping in the dark and stuff, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, Swizz, bro. We still got that. We remember your narcissism interview. Don't talk about him clapping, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, bro.
But look, D, right, let's get back on topic.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, let's get back on topic.
It's time for the hate list.
Yeah, go ahead and start the hate list, man. Man, Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles, man.
With the conclusion of the NBA season, I'm gonna just go ahead and remove anything NBA related right now.
Taking it all off? Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, the Bulls can go. We've been bagging on them for a minute. Bulls can go from the hate list. Let me see.
Look at my computer. Isn't it dreamy?
I'm finna add Supreme on there. Any other removals y'all want?
My shirt. I'd like to remove my shirt.
No, can't do it. That's going in the Hall of Fame eventually. I just ain't got the time to vote for it yet.
I would like to remove my shirt.
Anybody want to remove his shirt? I think we should keep his shirt on there.
Keep that shirt on there.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Also, we need a new hate list Hall of Fame member. So please drop y'all votes later for who y'all think should join the hate list Hall of Fame.
Hate list Hall.
Put Vaughn on there, man.
Vaughn, yeah, Vaughn might. I'm also I like to remove Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yes.
Where we removing Bubba Ray?
Temporarily.
My dog, man.
It's under review, bro. They moved me a little bit last week, saying that's kind of how you gotta act a little bit. I was moved a little bit, so I feel like it should be.
Last week, you mean Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah,
we can take them off.
They moved me a little bit, bro.
We can take them off.
I mean, bro, RVD's still on there, bro. So we good.
I like RVD. You got a kid too, bro.
Oh yeah, add the kids to the hate list.
Not the board yet.
Add the kids to the hate list.
Glad
you told me.
That's crazy.
Let me see. Any other potential removers?
I want to go to sleep so bad, bro.
Well, it's nigga fault why you on here, bro. Are we good with the Jimmy Garoppolo hate? We just had him on here because he was handsome.
No, take him off, bro. We need the hate list to make sense, bro. Why is Jimmy
bro. Why you think Roman Reigns on there? Nigga handsome too. Got a lot of handsome niggas on there.
Take Jimmy G off. We getting too close to football season, bro. We gotta clear it up.
Okay.
Man.
Do you want to clear the footballs? Because we do got the Falcons on there as well.
Clear all that until
okay. Falcons can move too.
Because we come around football season, we gotta get that ready.
Okay, I got you. I'm just like we ain't cleaned up the hate list in a minute.
Fun, you was talking. Go ahead.
Did we remove the Browns as well, or do the Browns still remain?
Yes,
take them
out.
Take them off. Football season coming up. Bro, football season coming up. Bro, we got.
Oh no, don't. Hey, look. So me and Swizz both like football. It's gonna be a lot more people.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, take it up, bro.
All right, I'll also remove Travis Kelce for now. I think he going through enough. He got to go home to that. He got to go home to Taylor Swift. That nigga going through it.
I would love to go home to that too.
Man.
Oh my God.
Taylor Swift like black man. Taylor Swift like black man. Taylor Swift like black man. That's why we like Taylor Swift.
Any additions to the list this week besides D Shirt and Eddie Hendricks?
The Phoenix Suns.
Okay. Oh, for the KD thing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
It's like a 50-50 shot on the Suns. So we'll put the Suns with a question mark next to it. We'll reevaluate it.
We'll keep going there. We'll keep going there for
it. It depends on what they do with Jalen Green, whether they get removed or not.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't do nothing with Jalen Green, then I think that may be a hate list Hall of Fame contender.
I ain't gonna lie. I would try. Like, you saying they flip him too and get him the back and change him?
Because that's what they talking about. That's what they talking about.
They're definitely gonna trade him. Yeah, they definitely gonna trade. Yeah, he's gonna get traded.
But if they don't get nothing back, those Swizz. I'm glad you brought up the Suns. That's like a generational like sell job. Like
you give away KD, who's still decent, for 5 second-rounders, 1 first-round pick, and Dylan Brooks is good. Don't get me wrong, but like he's not a star. Like
this start way back when. Like they made the finals in 2021 to not being able to make the play in less than 5 years later.
Don't get me started on the Phoenix Suns.
That's a good pull. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. They said Bradley Beal trading or buying out. They don't want him to start the season, bro. They gotta get. Well, if they move him, then they gotta keep Jalen Green. But
they ain't gonna be able to move him, though, bro. That nigga ain't got no trade.
Flamboyant ass nigga with juicy ass titties.
Hey, pull a picture of that nigga up too, bro.
Dude,
that was Vaughn. That was Vaughn.
That was Vaughn. Oh.
He's still going.
Vaughn, you don't want this smoke, bro. Vaughn, welcome to the list, bro. Vaughn's hairline. Welcome to the list.
No, not even his hairline. Add his little
hairline, chin hair, and nostrils.
Add them all on there. We gotta get him off the list one by one. It's gonna take time.
Yeah, brother, your nose on the list.
He got his whole body up there like
this nigga got forehead wrinkles.
Oh my God!
He play football. Ask him what position.
He play. He throw the.
Man, this nigga don't even play football. Add this nigga on there for his sport.
What he play?
He throws the little.
Nigga do shot put. Yeah. You on the list, big dog. You might be on there forever. I on there for a minute. I was just finna tell you because he looked like an old lineman. I was gonna say, I guarantee you, my little brother will run right through you, nigga.
That makes sense because I could tell he did that because of the neck.
Come on now. You know everybody throws shot put don't got no neck.
Yeah,
this nigga look like a. Never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm assuming you can't have a neck. You gotta have them shoulders, right?
Yeah, shoulder to ear.
This nigga look like a testicle with legs.
All right.
With that,
all right. So what's
next, guys?
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I
had. Good here?
Yeah, we good.
It's
like 1 a.m. for you. So yeah, we.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hey, that was a W show for 1 hour and 22.
Yeah, hour and 22.
I thought we were gonna have a guest, y'all. I would have prepared more. D told me like 20 minutes before the show we didn't have a guest.
I know.
Yeah, we're supposed to have Will Ospreay, but you know.
Yeah, but
I don't know where the budget for that came in at.
It got too late, but next time we'll get
I ain't gonna lie, Swizz. Next time we have a guest, we may have to skip you and just bring you in later because nigga, you gotta watch LFG.
Oh yeah,
bro,
no. Wait, was I the reason that we had a guest? Y'all should have told me that.
No, you good, bro. You good.
Oh, but I said if y'all would have told me.
Who is me?
If
y'all would have told, bro, he's so bored, bro. If y'all would have told me that, we were like having a guest earlier, I would have I would have watched LG like right now the end stream.
No, you all right.
Well, we'll figure that out for next week.
But LG, because I'm saying like, so if we're gonna have a guest, next week, either we can start the show earlier or we can just start at regular time at 8, and then or 7 or 8, and then I could just watch LFG after the fact.
That's cool with me. Basketball season over now, so
We can start.
Yeah, I'm
early.
pretty much freed up now.
So, are we having a guest next week?
I got to confirm that.
Oh my God, it's gonna be Jackson Drake. It's gonna be Jackson Drake. Oh my God,
I'm dead. No.
Hey, ask Keelan Cole for real.
I'll look into it. I got you.
I thought it was gonna be Jackson Drake. I forgot. We can't do WWE guys until we get WWE approved.
Yeah.
Keep on dropping these F-bombs. We ain't gonna never get it.
Yeah.
I wonder who.
I wonder who.
Come on, nigga with the
It's gonna be an indie guy that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do our research. So yeah,
nigga, we know who he is. Your crowd just don't know. I be knowing what's up.
Okay, so then D, you need to tell me what it is so I can do my research and have my questions ready.
I got you. I'll let you know ahead of time.
I hate when niggas speak French. Talking about some weed. That's not a weed thing.
Well, I was referring to me and
Supreme, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
hey, bro, put Supreme in the lab, bro.
Ask him, does he know Nikki Blackheart, bro? I doubt he knows Nikki Blackheart, bro. You still on this Nikki Blackheart?
Look how dusty.
Who don't know Nikki Blackheart?
Oh, you know Nick? Never mind. He did know Nikki Blackheart.
Yeah,
okay.
Nikki Blackheart.
Is she white?
You already know it.
That's why Swizz knows.
No. Wait, no, you didn't see it, bro. Bro, Sandy's have shouted her out on his show too. Every major wrestling promotion, not wrestling like podcast, shouted her out this week. She was like the shout of the week.
Yeah, everybody did. Yeah.
Everybody was talking about her, bro. All the unks, all the girls. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, guys. We ain't giving no free clout over here. But thank y'all. It's another episode of the Lounge. I'm your host, man. Lounge heavyweight champ himself, Mr. J. We got my main man, Mr. The Face in the building. Brrr.
Birdman.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
That's crazy. Okay.
We got my boy Swizz in the cut, man. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a scary sight.
Nah, Supreme was in the cut. It's a scary sight right now.
Mr. Rub hands like Bird, man.
He got some food over there. That's why.
My nigga got the driest hands in the game, man.
Supreme was like, I am the boogeyman.
Hey, look, and nigga rubbed them hands together too fast. Something gonna catch on fire. Man, we out here, man. Thank y'all for another episode of the Lounge, man. We'll be back with y'all this Wednesday with an episode of just a little regular Lounge remix coming to y'all. So y'all stay tuned for that, as well as this Sunday with another episode of your very favorite podcast, the Lounge Syndicate. I'm your host, Mr. J. Swizz facing Supreme in the cut. And we out of here, baby. Peace.
All right, y'all boys.